So first off, you want your seeds, wherever you get them in bulk. Jar wise, I now use, well, lid wise, I should say, the stainless steel. It's the way to go. Right here, I'm just adding water first, then for the initial soak, let's say. So first, we're just going to add some water. Then hydrogen peroxide is going to come in here, and we want like an eighth to a 10th%. I don't think I did that properly in this video, but just know eighth to 10th ratio of hydrogen peroxide to water, 1/8 to 1/10. That's how I should word it. Swirl them around, let them soak, whether it's 15 minutes, maybe even the whole 12 hours. I don't know. In this part, I think I'm just doing it for 15 minutes here. Boom, it's so crazy with it, 3 times speed. Then I'm filling it up with water again. Maybe I'm going to strain out this water or just let it sit in this water. The residue of hydrogen peroxide, just the skosh amount, doesn't affect it. Yep, I just leave it. Cover it up in the dark. Hydrogen peroxide actually allows the seed to germinate. Oxygen to penetrate the seed. I have heard from some scientists back in the days. I don't know the source, but it's an interesting thought. Strain out the water, strain out the water. So this is after 12-hour soak. Then add some water again to rinse off all that little bit of residue that's still there. And food safety, you want to rinse 3 times for after chemicals or whatever, or sanitization. So 3 rinses is ideal, but 1 will do. Tip them up, cover them up. Boom, that's the start of really day 1. Now, let's say it's the end of day 1. Give them another water. If you're able to give them some lunch, give them lunch. I look at it as breakfast, lunch, dinner. Typically, I can't give them lunch. And by breakfast, lunch, dinner, they're just consuming water. Make sure your water is dechlorinated. Boom, cover them back up. Next morning, day 2, you'll see they're starting to pop out the little sprouts, the roots. I'm gonna give them a soak. Swirl, swirl, swirl. Drain, drain, drain. Swirl, swirl, swirl. Drain, drain, drain. Tip back up. You can see the water drips out and gets a little gross. I left it there like a lazy bum. Hopefully I change it in this part. End of day 2. And the tails are really popping. At this point, they're probably all germinated and soft to where you could actually consume them. But if you want to develop them further, we're going to move into day 3. So, swirl, swirl, swirl. Yeah, we see them germinating. We see them. Drain, tip, drain, tip. I'm almost losing track of what day it's on. I think this is the end of day 2. Okay, cover them up, night, night. They grow in the dark, people. They grow in the dark. You don't need sunlight. Then start of day 3, another rinse. I should probably add more water, but it works. They just need that full-on quick exposure too. It's not like I'm soaking them here. You just add water, swirl them around, drain them. You might not even need to swirl it, but I'm a swirler. I don't know why I swirl, but I swirl everything. Okay, I must have missed a day. So this is day 3 technically. I'm lost. I think, no, that day 3, don't mind my 3s, but this is now the end of, yeah, this is the end of day 3. That's why I did the 3 thing. So we already went through the morning. Now we're into, we already went through breakfast of day 3. Now we're into dinner for day 3. Letting them soak here in the water. It won't hurt them for, even if you let them soak for a couple minutes or I guess 10 minutes, probably won't hurt them. That is, unless your water's full of hootenanny, because then it'll suck up everything. Yep, okay, so now into day 4, they're basically just ready. I mean, I could have ate them the day before. Now I'm going to eat them, I guess, now. I think this is where I soak them with the apple cider vinegar. So to top them off, apple cider vinegar soak to disinfect. Yeah, where's it at? Where's it at? So yeah, to start, hydrogen peroxide to disinfect the seeds and help them germinate. And then at the end, you're going to do an apple cider vinegar soak. Yeah, so this day 4 thing, it's so unnecessary. Don't mind my hand gestures of day 3 and 4. Kind of makes it confusing. So yeah. Okay, I must not have shown it, but they were definitely sitting in apple cider vinegar soak there. Because your water shouldn't be that dirty at the end of the cycle. So that's definitely apple cider. But then, yeah, make sure they are not in an airtight container because they are living, they breathe, so they're going to perspirate or respirate. Moisture is going to build up, so make sure it's in an airtight container and try and eat them as soon as possible, maybe 1 to 2 days. Yes, I use a paper towel here. I wouldn't recommend it, but dry them as you can. Pop them in your mouth and eat them raw. Add them into whatever you please. Maybe it's a guac, that's my favorite go-to. Maybe it's on top of um, anything really, just to incorporate that nutrition into it. It is literally so multifaceted. So please follow along, check out the past two videos for a deeper dive into what you just heard about. And thank you. Stay tuned.